Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Cal, a gunner who likes talking about Arsenal and football in general. And today I just wanted to talk about the whole Victor Gyökeres situation, the Eze situation, and kind of how I feel about the the waiting in light of the whole Madueke signing, and just how the transfer window's been going so far up until this point. And I think I can speak for everyone. I can say that this has been like a very, very dramatic transfer window. It feels like every single signing, it's just, drama, arguments. And I think it's pretty much like that because, we don't really win. We haven't won yet. And there's anxiety in the fan base, and everything is a problem. And some are justified, some aren't justified, but it's also the length, the how long things are taking, and the anxiety it brings because we already know, like, let's be honest, we know what this club is capable of. We've gone through entire January transfer windows needing a striker and not signing anyone. So anything is, like, a lot of the fan base believe that, anything is possible, which is actually a fair take, that, you know, the window can end and we don't get anyone. I don't think that's going to happen, that we're just going to not buy anyone after Madueke, but there is anxiety in the fan base. And to be honest, I think the anxiety started in the January transfer window. This isn't just a summer transfer window process or thing. Like, to be honest, I think the anxiety started in the last summer transfer window when we ended the window without a striker and without a left winger, and we got, Calafiori, uh, Moreno, Neto on loan, and Raheem Sterling on loan. And, at that time, there was still a little bit of goodwill. There was some people in the fan base saying, six, sevens out of tens. The more pessimistic, who turned out to be right, was saying, more around the fours, some even say threes, which actually doesn't really, which actually is quite fair. Looking back on the season that we had last season and the impact our signings actually made on the season itself. So, and also and that kind of bled into the last January transfer window, not getting anyone, and then getting the Zubamendi deal confirmed. It was like don't think it was a here we go. I'm pretty sure it was just like a leak. I can't even remember, but it was confirmed that we were getting Zubamendi, and a lot of people were skeptical of it, and a lot of people have did not believe that Zubamendi was going to join the club until he held the shirt up. And even up until that point, there was all like the Zubamendi drama was a lot of drama, a lot of talks about hijacks, a lot of talk about Madrid coming in, and he's one of his favorite players ever is Xabi Alonso. And there was like this thing, could his head be turned because of what he did with Liverpool. And then there was, I think, the whole thing with, he did an interview where there was a leak that said that he was going to get his medical done, and then he did an interview saying that he took a picture with himself on the beach to prove that he wasn't getting his medical done, which was just weird. It was just a weird time. And that kind of weirdness with our transfer window and the drama kind of has rolled into this summer transfer window with the whole Gyökeres Sesko back and forth, knowing that we needed a striker and not being able to, make a decision. Well, I'm pretty sure the club made the decision, but a lot of the aggregators and ITKs and other people were just doing the drama with Arteta wants Sesko, Berta wants Gyökeres, and we couldn't decide which one is which, and we are just dilly and dallying. And you know, and both of them, both players had like gentlemen's agreements which weren't agreed, and it was just, and it's, to be honest, that's still kind of rolled over. That's still kind of going on right now with the whole Eucharist situation, because the Eucharist drama is that we went to Sporting and we can't agree a fee. They're haggling over 5 million euros. Now it's come out today that Eucharist is like, he's refusing to go to training, and Sporting is like trying to force him to go to training. It's just so dramatic. And it's also with with the Partey situation, the drama with concerning Partey. First, it was the drama that Partey didn't get renewed, so the fan base was completely up in arms with that, and now he's gotten charged, so that's kind of done a 180. And I think this transfer window has been so drama filled. I think if you're an Arsenal fan and you've been following the windows, I think you're pretty much exhausted like I am. I'm completely drained. I am so exhausted. And, a lot of the advice that, we get is, you know, don't pay attention to the summer transfer window, just turn it off if it's not for you. But to be honest, I think that's a pretty horrendous argument because it'd be like telling a fan to not watch the games if they're losing the games and they get upset in the season. Like if you're a big Arsenal fan, if you're a hardcore Arsenal fan, you're gonna be up to date with what the club's doing because you're invested. You're just going to be invested. You're going to be checking stuff. You're going to want to know what's going on and if we're getting better because you're invested in the team. And I think telling a fan to not pay attention to the transfer window is kind of hypocritical. But at the same time, the transfer window has been extremely drama filled. And after the whole Madueke situation, and this has been one of the most dramatic parts of the window right now with the hate and the outrage. I think we just need the fan base. We just need a couple wins. We just need a couple wins. I think we just need that Eucharist confirmation and get Eze in the club and just put a full stop to what's been happening and we can move on. Whether we push on to get another left winger, whether we're in for Rodrigo or not, which I don't think we're in for anymore, but whether we get anyone else, I think we should just get the signings done and just put it to rest so the fans can relax and we can have something to be happy about because at the moment the only signing that we really that got the fans excited was Martin Zubimendi, which is something that we just had to do. And now like we need to get the forward signings in. We need to get Eucharist done. We need to get Eze done. And maybe focus on renewing Bukayo Saka and uh, Saliba, getting those contracts renewed, and we can be excited about the new season and push forward. So that's just how I feel about this situation. I think I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting. Personally, I was one of the people that was saying we should wait until the first preseason game. But in light of all the drama and everything that's been happening, I think the fans we deserve a break. We deserve peace of mind. And if you can spend, 50 million pounds, 52 million pounds to get Madueke done quickly, I think you should just get the others done quickly and we can just move on. Because I don't think the fans deserve this much heartache at the moment, and it's just been stress and heartache, and we just want to be excited about the next season. But that's just how I feel about the situation right now. Um if you want to like the video, please consider liking the video. If you want to subscribe, please consider subscribing. And I will see you next time.